I'm going to be pulling out the drum. I need this drum, and I'm going to show you how I get it out. These can be very, very difficult to remove. That's why Whirlpool can be a pain in the you-know-what to work on, because just changing the drum alone is troublesome. Getting that off is also a pain in the butt. So put earplugs in. This is what I use. I have a piece of 4x4 underneath the gear case, and I'm going to beat this thing off. I have a screw. It's longer than the original screw, but it fits the threads, so it screws in nicely. All right, cover your ears. Let's get this done. All right, it's ready to go. Take your screw out. All right, I'm going to be pulling out this drum. Always use manual. Power will strip those out, and you're going to be in problems. All right, guys. Manual, get them all out, and then we'll be jumping to removing the entire basket. All right, so the tub hub, we're pretty much done with the screws. Now we just gotta get onto here and get it up. This tub hub is not bad, but I need the basket, so we'll just replace it though. Let's see if this basket will slide up nicely. Any debris that can get in between the pathway of you pulling the drum up, remove it so you're not fighting and cussing. Wiggle and pull as you go up. This one looks like it's coming. I've noticed when you start to come up, don't start rotating it. Keep it in one position and wiggle and bring up. The more you twist it around, you actually making it more difficult. So stay in the same position, wiggle left and right as you pull up. There it is. All right. Clean this drum. That's where you get that off, guys. All right, so now it's time to get the tub hub on. If you use a wire brush or even a wire wheel on a grinder or a drill, it will do a way better job, and the tub hub should slide down nicely onto the tub itself. Now, I'm going to be tapping to make sure everything is seated properly. If you look at the tub itself and the tub hub, they have grooves that actually mesh to each other. So you want to make sure they're fully seated before you use the screws to pull it down. Using just the screws actually can cause damage to the thread inside of the tub, and you could potentially damage the tub hub by adding too much force to one portion of the tub hub. So make sure it's fully seated, and then you can proceed to tighten, but use a manual screwdriver. Don't use a drill. Anyone tells you that, they don't know what they're talking about. Using a power drill, you don't have a good gauge of how much to tighten, and you don't have a good gauge of how much torque is being applied to the tub hub. So you could potentially damage the tub hub. You could strip the screw, and if you strip that screw halfway through, now you have to remove it to finish tightening it. Even for removal, go ahead and use a manual screwdriver. I only use a power driver on certain occasions, but sometimes you just have to use the manual so you have a good gauge and you know exactly how tight and how much torque to apply. Just make sure that the tub hub is fully seated. Very important, because the grooves on the shaft has to be fully mated, and also the tub hub has to be fully mated to the tub itself. All right. Of course, guys, go ahead and clean your drum, the wash plate, and everybody before you install. A little bit of grease goes a long way. Insert it, rub it around, and it helps to mitigate potential rust or rusting. All right, guys, we are wrapping up, and we're pretty much done. Put your screws in, wipe your washer down, and washer is ready for service. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.